Hi children and hi everyone. In previous video we discussed about the polarization of light. So in this video I am going to explain about the introduction of electric charges and fields chapter. So here up to now you didn't subscribe my channel, then subscribe my channel, like and share the comments. So I hope that my video is very useful to the learners and basics. If you don't know about the minimum basics in physics, for them also my channel is very useful. So that's why to kindly share these videos to your friends and anything like that. So I am going to the topic now here. So let us go for that. Here today we are going to start new lesson, electric charges and fields. So here we know that what is mean by electrification and what is mean by electricity. So here the electricity, the word first derived from the Greek word, that is the Greek word electron. Electron means amber. Clear? The ancient people in 600. So here they derived some one word electron from this Greek word. Greek word means amber. Amber is nothing but electron. Clear? So here in daily life we know that when we can take a comb, that should be comb rubbed on the dry skin. So then if it is keep above the paper strips, that should be attracted. For example, we are taking now, this is the comb. When the comb is rubbed on the dry hair, then if you can keep some paper strips while we are combing on the dry hair, and combing means what? There is some rubbing process is going on between the hair and comb. Due to that, here if you can keep a comb just above the dust particles like piece of papers, that will be attracts. So that's the reason. What is that? We know that in our daily life every massive bodies should be having some force of attraction between them. If any two bodies having some mass, they should be attracted each other. Like that, here while we are taking some comb and that dry hair combination, what we observe that there is some attraction will be going on that. And next thing here, while we are opening the doors, some metal knobs are there. While we are pressing the metal knobs, we can feel some shock on our hand. So that means that here there is some electric charges are passed. And one more thing, you have to make one boy should be in a chair, fiber chair. Clear? One boy is there, he was sitting in the fiber chair. And after that you can say take some cotton towel. So now here on the behind of the person, just back side of the chair, you can beat with him with a cotton cloth. Then also he can feel that some shock. Clear? Boy is sitting in a chair and some from back side of the chair you are taking some cotton towel that should be strike from the back of the chair. Then also the person who is in the chair, he can feel some shock. And one more thing we know that, what's that? You can take a cover, polythene cover paper should be there, that should be rubbed on our skin, and again that should be keeps to the very near to the floor. Then also it will attract the piece of papers, some paper straws and paper particles and dust particles also attracted by the cover. So we are taking some polythene cover paper or super cover, generally what we say, that should be rubbed on our skin and that should be just keep over a floor. Then also they will attract some piece of papers and dust particles like that. That means what? Here rubbing process going on. Due to that something is happening there. Due to that should be attracts. So here in all these general examples, what you have to say, there is one common thing is there. In case of comb and dry hair, and in case of a person who is sitting in the chair and we are beating with a cotton cloth, that is second example. And third one is we are taking some polythene cover that should be rubbed on a rubbed on our skin, and that should be keep over a floor. Then also they can attract the papers. So in these three, one common phenomena is there, that is the rubbing. Rubbing means up to some time two objects should be in contact. They are rubbing like that. So we are rubbing like this. So then what you have to say, there is some rubbing process going on. Due to that, some in this case the heat is liberated. Clear? Heat is liberated. Like that here. So in that rubbing process, here we are getting there is some electrification is going on. Electrification means the gaining of charges by the bodies is known as generally electrification. So here simply, while we are standing very near to the TV, and you can observe that the hair should be always very rises, that should be attracted towards the TV. If we can keep our hand to the some TV, then not LEDs, old and videos, TVs, then here the hair should be rises. So in these examples, what you have to say, when there are two bodies are in contact due to the force between them, then the bodies will gain charges. The bodies will be gain charges. So that means during the rubbing process, the charges gained by the bodies, that is known as the electrification. This is the first process to get the electrons or to get the electric charges by the objects. That is what rubbing process, that is nothing but friction is created. And now here, once the bodies are gains the charges, how much time they will be stay their charges on them? Let us discuss. So clear? Electricity is the Greek word that should be taken from electron. Electron means nothing but amber. Amber means again electron, nothing but they have some force of attraction. Clear? So the reason for that, all the examples what we discussed, that is a simple reason. What is that? The electrification is going on between the objects when they are in contact in rubbing process. Clear, children? So in this case, now here we are taken now first here Benjamin Franklin, scientist Benjamin Franklin explained that charges are divided into two types. Charges are divided into two types. So said by the Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin. He was explained the charges are two types. There are positive charges and negative charges. The first thing explained by the person is Benjamin Franklin. According to his phenomena, here we are taking now here, this is the one glass rod. We are taking, this is the glass rod. Clear? So on that we are taking some silk cloth. Clear? And this is the A, I am saying glass rod A, and again this is another glass tube or glass rod. So we are taking some glass rod. Here on that we are taking again thing here, same thing, silk cloth. This is B. Clear? After that we are taking two more rods, glass rods. Here we are taking now ebonite. What's that? Ebonite. Glass rod. This is the glass rod, and this is the another one. This is another glass rod. Now here we are taking the fuel, cat furan, you can say that. Cat fuel. And now this is a silk cloth. Silk cloth. And this is also silk cloth. And this is what? Glass rod. And this is also glass rod. And this one is ebonite. Ebonite rod. These two are ebonite rods. Clear? According to the Benjamin Franklin, here while we are rubbing the glass rod with a silk cloth, after some time glass rod becomes as positive and silk cloth becomes as negative. So that means here after some time, what you have to say, the glass rod will get the positive charge and this will get the negative charge. And opposite this one, Cadmium, and this is the ebonite rod. In this case, the ebonite rod will get the negative charge and fluor consists of the positive charge. So it was classified like that. When the glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, what you have to say, after rubbing process, silk cloth becomes as the negative, and glass rod becomes as a positive. So in this way it was concluded that the charges are two types. Clear? And after that, another case what it is, we are taking some cadmium that should be rubbed with the ebonite rod. In this case, ebonite rod becomes as the negative and cadmium should becomes as the positive. Clear? That means here, according to these two examples, it was concluded that the charges are two types and positive and negative. Clear? After that, glass rod is there, silk cloth is there, both should be rubbed together. After that, what I have to say, silk cloth becomes as negative and glass rod becomes as positive. It's very clear, children. So after that, if we can separate them, up to some time only they should be having their charges. If we can again, which objects are against the charges, if we can keep them again in contact of some time, they will become neutral again. That means the electrification gained by the object should be, it is for a not for long time, it is for a short time. Clear, children? So first initially glass rod we are taken, silk cloth we are taken, we are rubbing that. If it is glass rod and this is silk cloth, I am rubbing like this. Then here what I am telling, silk cloth becomes negative and this rod becomes positive. It's enough, which is good. So after some time, if you can make them again contact, you have to make them in contact, then again here both should becomes neutral. That means their charges are nullified. Their charges are nullified. That means what here say, again they will come to the neutral positions. That means what, the charges gained by the objects should be available for a small interval of time. Clear, children? The same thing happened like this also here. Initially what we take, ebonite rod we are taken and cadmium we are taken. If we can rub both these two, what we get, fluor becomes as positive, ebonite rod becomes the negative. Again after some time, if you can make them in contact, again they are neutralized or nullified their charges. They are having some no charges. Like that, children. So according to these two experiments, Benjamin Franklin can conclude that charges are two types. One is positive charge and another one is negative charge. And now here, after that, here was, for example, look here now. Here what we taken, A and B. This is the glass rod A and this is the glass rod B. Children, look here. Glass rod A and glass rod B. Both should be rubbed with the silk cloth. Both should be rubbed with the silk cloth. That means what? Both are gaining the which charges? Again, glass rods will be clear. Both are against the positive charge. So now if for example here, if you want to make them to very near to them, then here obviously if you want to keep like this, here they should be repelled. They should be repelled. Clear? Because they have same charges. Because they have same charges. Clear, children? No need to confuse. Very simple experiments, very simple examples. This is starting only. The topic is very interesting topics in electricity. Here we are taking some glass rods we are taken and they should be rubbed with silk cloth. So after rubbing process, what we concluded, both glass rods becomes as the positives. Now after that we want to make the two rods must be in contact. So we are keeping the two rods side by side. We want to make them in contact. Make them in contact. For that we are keeping side by side. But both are not comes into the in contact. Why? Because one should be, yes, what happened? One should be repulse the another. One should be repulse the another. It means that the like charges will always repulse each other. Repulse each other. For example, here in this case we are taking now here same thing. What is that? We have ebonite rods. What do you have? Ebonite rods are there. These ebonite rods should be, again we want to keep side by side. They also repulse each other. They also repulse each other. Clear, children? So that's why here what I have to say, like charges always repulse each other. Now here we have another examples also there here. I am taking now here, we are taking some pit ball, it is there. Here they are having like this. This is the one pit ball and this is the another pit ball. So here this is the combination of pit balls. This is, I am saying, ball A and this is a ball B. Pit ball A and pit ball B. So here now we are taking, this is a glass rod what we have A and this is the glass rod B. Now here I am touching these two. Basically both are neutral. I am touches this here. This is the A, glass rod A. Which charge is there? S plus it is there. Here, and we are taking some another glass rod. There should be contact like this, touch like this. Here what you observe, so that means here both rods have positive charges. So here this A is given to this ball, contact, we have to make contact like this. We are taking some contact. This is the glass rod and this is the ball, and keeping like this. When we are keeping like this, what you observe, that will get some positive charge, or like this. This is also like this. Here positive is there. When we are given to the same kind of glass rods, again the balls also moves away from each other. Balls also moves away from each other. Clear? So that means here the charges gained by the A and B also, here same kind of charges gained by the A and B. That's why they also repulse. Very simple activity, children. Here we are having already two glass rods there. After rubbing with the silk cloth, we are getting some positive charges. These two positive charges rods should be given to the one to each other. So one should be given to the A and one should be given to the B. Then what you observe, again they are repulsed. So that means they should be separated by more distance. They are separated by more distance. That means repulsion is occurs. And after that, for the same pit balls, we are giving like this. Here already they are separated by some distance. Separated by some distance. Now here, if we can keep the glass rod at this point, and we are connecting the silk cloth here. So silk cloth charge is what it is, negative, and this is what glass rod is positive. This is what glass rod, and this is what silk cloth. When here we are given the same kind of to the A and B, now we are giving opposite to the A and B, then what you have to say, both pit balls should be here, attracts each other, means they are coming towards each other, clear? So and here we have another simple example, it is there, to understand very carefully about the now types of charges. Here we have to another experiment to know about the types of charges and their property, So that is nothing but here very simple. We also can make that gold leaf electroscope. Now here for that we have to take one bottle, glass bottle, and with the help of the rubber cork and some slit hole is there, from that we are giving some metal rod. This is the metal rod, and the metal rod should be having some knob here. This is the knob of the metal rod. Clear? So here now there are two leaves should be attracted like this. They should be attached like this. To understand this, I am drawing separately. Actually, they should be like very close to each other. This is the metal rod and this is the metal knob. For that, here two strips are there. Two metal strips are there. For that metal strips, we have to put it any metal color here. In this case, what you have, gold it is there. The metal strips should be having some like gold leaf color. So that is the arrangement here. We have to take one rubber, one cylindrical vessel that should be having some rubber cork. The hole is some slit is there for rubber cork. Through that we have to insert one metal rod. For that metal rod lower hand that should be having two strips. So here now, when actually they are initially like this, initially they should be like this. For example here, now I am taking again I am drawing like this. Very easy to observe. This is the, again I am drawing here. This is rubber cork. What is that? This is the rubber cork here. So initially both metal strips or gold leaves are should be very like this. Clear? They should be like this. When they are separated, they should be like this. Yes, close, very close. This is the one and this is the next one. That should be given to the like this. Now here we are taking some. Now I am taking the glass rod. Already the glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth. That means here the glass rod has some charges. What is that? Positive charge. Clear? We are taking some gold leaf electroscope. The arrangement should be as shown in the figure. After that, what we are taking? We are taking one glass rod. That glass rod is already rubbed with the silk cloth. That's why the charge of the glass rod is what it is? Positive. What do you have to say? Positive. So here, this is the positive charge. When it is touches to the knob of that particular metal rod, what you have to observe, the charge is supplied to the metal. So here we are given to the glass rod. That's why the same type of charge is given to the metal rods. That's why here the strips what we are have at the lower end. At the lower end we have some two leaves are there. They should be repulsed because it is given to positive. That's why they also get the same kind of charge. When they have same kind of charge and they should be repelled, automatically they should be separated. That should be shown like this. Clear? When it is given to positive, here the same charge is supplied to the strips. Again these two are separated. Separate means what? Both will gain the same charge. So after that they are repelled each other. Now here I am touches the metal knob with the silk cloth. Already what is that? Silk cloth. So in this case, what do you have to say? What it is already repulsed. If it is given to negative charge, then again they will come close. Already the positive charge available is there. Positive charge is there. When we are taking some silk cloth, that should be attached to this one. What do you observe? They should be again comes close. When we can touches the knob with the glass rod, both strips are separated. That means both will gain the positive charge. I mean same kind of charge. When they have same kind of charge, they should be repulsed. Once after that, immediately if you can keep the silk cloth like that, touch like this, then again should be here, comes close. Why comes close? The charges which are available on the two strips becomes neutral. Already positive charge is there and now it will be some another charge. Again both should be nullified or close together. I already told you what's that. After rubbing the glass rod and silk cloth, separated, and again after some time you can keep very close to them, they will get the neutral charge. Like that, due to the glass rod, both the ripples and this distance should be increases. When we are keeping the silk cloth, again that should be comes close together, like initially how it is there, then after keeping the silk cloth also, they comes like this only. Why? Because here again the charges on the strip should be nullified. So here in this way, according to these activities, from this entire this video, you may learn two things only. The electricity is what derived from the Greek word electron, and now here what is mean by electrification? Electrification is nothing but gaining of charges. While in this video we discussed about the only thing is electrification is by rubbing process. That means friction. Due to the friction only, electrification should be possible only by the, here in this case, by the rubbing process. Due to the rubbing process only, in all examples what we discussed, the bodies gains the electric charges. The gaining of electric charges is called electrification. The electrification gained by the bodies because of this rubbing process, that should be available for a small interval of time. That is the first thing. Next thing is here, second point, important point is that according to Benjamin Franklin, the charges are two types, positive and negative charges. And again we have so many examples we discussed. In those examples, what we proved, what we explained, the like charges always repulse each other, unlike charges always attracts each other. So this is the simple introduction of the electric charges and electric field, children. This is the very now onwards very interesting topics are there, so you don't miss them. You must watch the videos. If you like the video, just share, comment the video, and you must share these videos with your friends, some other college students, like that. So I think I hope these videos are very useful to the students now. This is during this pandemic situation. So I hope you understand. Children, subscribe my channel for latest updates and press the bell icon for the latest notifications. We will meet in the next video with next topic. Bye children, take care.